up, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Brian's got to work this weekend. I'm not sure what John's up to, so I'm actually running solo today. There's no work going to be done on the Datsun, unfortunately. We're still trying to get some parts together. It's a little rainy and wet outside, but we're going to get some of this stuff moved out of the way. I'm going to tell y'all a little bit more about my 95 Silverado, kind of go over the build. And then we're going to try to get some work done on the bed floor. So check it out. Here we go. All right, guys. Here's my 95 Silverado. I just had to go on Facebook and look back at the old post to figure out basically how long I've owned it and everything. But from what I can tell, I bought this truck in 2015. Drove it for a year. It was bone stock when I got it. Then drove it for a year like that. Then we bagged it in 2016. Drove it for another year, bagged. And then the transmission decided to go out in it in 2017 at the last ever summer showdown. Once that happened, brought it back home and decided I was going to do a motor swap on it. So it ended up getting a full 6.0 4L80E swap. The heads have been worked. It's got a BTR cam in it, show and feld long tube headers on it, deep motor, sheet metal intake, throttle, 92 millimeter throttle body, ICT valley cover. It has EV6 flex fuel injectors. What else? And as far as the front suspension goes, it has Ride Tech, I think, tubular upper arms, and just factory lowers, poly sway bar end link bushings. It's got drop spindles, custom wheel tubs built by myself. John Luke done some body work on them, and then we had them rhino lined. I think they turned out pretty good. Made me a factory mount for the fuse block to sit on, so it's actually mounted down. The wiring harness was built by Current Performance out of Florida. It's got the Tech Flex loom on it and everything. All the stuff was labeled. It was really nice. Made it pretty simple. I actually still have these that are for the, let me see if you can see that. That's for the electric fans if I ever decide to run electric fans. Right now it's just got a clutch fan on it. It's been working great. So we're gonna run with that for a little while. But yeah, and new brake booster, it's factory, but then the master cylinder and reservoir is from a 99 to 06 Silverado. Brakes work really well. The proportioning valve actually came off of a S10. We did away with the ABS, all that good stuff. Still got to clean up some wiring and all under the hood, but it does run. Just needs full exhaust put on it, and I've been fighting an aggravating air leak. In the back, it is 2-linked. Remember, this was the first truck I ever bagged by myself, and so didn't really know what I was doing, but it's got the 2-link on it. Got a pan hard bar. We came back, and when we did the rebuild, did the 6.0 swap, I decided I wanted to put all the air ride under the bed instead of it being in the bed. So we built all this back here. Right now it's got the cheap Air Max compressors on it, but hey, they've been working since 2016 and they still work just fine. We got SMC 3/8 valves with the Thorbeck aluminum manifold block, 5-gallon aluminum tank. We relocated the battery back here under the bed, but we do have like jump off access points under the hood as well. So I won't have to climb under the bed if the battery needs to be jumped off or anything like that. It does have the ABS digital air gauges and all right now. It's just kind of sitting in here. The interior is going to be last on my list of things to do. But yeah. Got the Outlandish Trends Car Club logo that me and Brian and John and a bunch of others are a part of. So I'm sure y'all seen that in the background. But yeah, this is pretty much it for now until I can get the bed floor finished and get it rhino lined. And it'll go back on the truck, and hopefully I can start driving it once it gets exhaust on it. But right now I'm fixing to air this thing up, get it out of the way so I can get the bed floor out here where I can do some work for you guys and hopefully make a video that y'all like. Don't mind the sticker bomb door in the background. We want to cover the whole door, but it's going to take a lot more stickers. So yeah, hey, if y'all got any cool stickers y'all want to send to us, let me know and I'll get you an address to send them to, and we'll put them on the door. So we're going to try to fill it top to bottom, and then hey, we might even do the other side too. All right guys, I'm fixing to, I just fiddled with the airline fitting just a little bit, see if we can stop that leak. I'm fixing to crank this thing and let it build up some air pressure so we can check it, and then I'm gonna move it out of the shop. It needs a starter. Don't judge me. I can't afford one right now, but we're gonna do with what we got. So yeah, it'll still crank. It may take a minute, but we're gonna get it fired off and get it to build up some air pressure and see what happens. See if it'll crank without the jump box first. Who knows? Right. Also, it needs a tune because of the cam, so that's another thing. Jump box it is. Come on, baby. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to just pull the valve back off, go buy another fitting, and replace it all together, because trying to add thread tape, taking it off and putting like pipe dope on it, putting it back on there, and it's not fixing it. So we're just gonna replace it eventually. Moving on, see if we can't get the bed floor out here where we can work on it. So y'all give me just a minute to move stuff around. All right guys, so this is where we left off. In the last video that we worked on the bed floor, I kind of started getting this piece tacked in and didn't really have enough hands, and just kind of pushed it off to the side. But now me and Brian and John talked about it a little bit. I know unfortunately they couldn't be here today, but what maybe Brian was talking about is coming in here with a grinder and trying to cut these lower ribs at a 45 instead of it being straight. And that way when this piece lines up, this wouldn't overlap, it would line up just like that. So we're probably gonna go back and try to do that down through there. And then we may run to Harbor Freight and pick up some more like magnets or something other to try to hold out on it so I can get it where it's flushed up so I can tack it. So yeah, we're gonna try that. I'm sure there's plenty of guys out there that, you know, do this type of metal work, fab work stuff all the time, every day, that probably know way more than I do about it. But like I said, man, I'm just learning as I go and building the truck how I want to. So I'm sure there'll people be watching this video and say, oh, he should have done it like this, or oh, that looks terrible, or whatever. But I don't really care. Like I said, as long as it covers up the bed floor and looks how I, you know, pretty much envisioned it, we're gonna rock with it, because I plan on driving this truck, using this truck as a truck. It ain't gotta be perfect. I mean, man, the bed floor is all beat up anyways. There's big dents in the floor. So I just wanted to cover up that gap. So that's what we're doing. All right, guys, this is what we got so far. I ran to Harbor Freight, got me a little, one of those cheap 3-inch cut-off wheels so I could get down in the ribs. And the other day, Brandon over at Lower Class Fab was actually talking about these little butt weld tools. I'd never even heard of them, but they are working perfectly for what I'm trying to do, especially being out here by myself. You can pull them up tight. So it's just a, I think it says it's a, let's see, 0.04 gap between panels. So, I mean, yeah, it's working great though for what I need. All we gotta do is go down through there and tack weld it and get it where we want it, and we can move on to the other side. Brandon actually has a YouTube channel called Lower Class Fab. If you're not subscribed to him or hadn't ever seen any of his videos, y'all go check him out. He's a local guy to us, and he does a lot of good work, man. Y'all check his video out, and I'll put a link in the description for y'all to get over there to him. All right, guys, let's get some tacks on this so we can get those little clamps out the way and keep working with the metal a little bit more. All right, guys, I have tacked and tacked and tacked some more, and then took the flat wheel to it and tried to flatten some of it out, and you know, it's going to take a lot more, but it's coming together pretty good. Let me flip y'all around so y'all can see here. This is what we got so far. The gap got a little big right there, but I think I can fix it. I'm just going to take some welding and flapping and over and over till we get it, but she's coming along pretty good. Once I get it all finished welded out and then get seam sealer on it and then rhino line over that, I don't think you'll ever be able to notice, you know, but it's looking good. We're gonna keep working at it though. I decided to take a little break from the notch because I'm tired of doing that because I get sidetracked. So now I'm gonna make a little template to make a steak pocket shaver because I want to do away with those as well on here. Yep, that'll work. Yeah, now to make it out of the middle. Made me a little steak pocket filler. I gotta make 3 more. But yeah, I'm gonna clean this up and tack it in. I just got tired of messing with this for a little bit, so I'm gonna fool around with this for a little while and then get back on this. So I set the bed floor down so we could kind of get a better view of what it's gonna look like. Now that looks pretty good. Like I said, once we get the front done, there's my attempt at shaving a steak pocket. I know it looks terrible, but you know, it is what it is. Learning. Looks pretty even across the back, not too bad. Like I said. I think it's gonna turn out good, guys. Let's see how strong it is, even without the other side. I'd say she's pretty strong. I'm about 300 pounds. So, and plus this side's not even welded on yet. That's just one side, so. Yeah, I'd say we're good. Awesome. Moving on. Well, it is day 2, guys. Actually got stopped short last night. We had some company come over and then we had to go to a birthday party, so that kind of ended yesterday. But back in the shop this morning, we're gonna get back on it and finish up welding up the steak pockets on the bed and cut the other piece of metal to go in the front and try to get that tacked in so we can see what it looks like. But let's get it done. All right, guys, I got me a piece of scrap metal here. I'm gonna take the flat wheel to it and clean it up, and then I'm gonna cut out 3 more of the little squares to go in the steak pockets and get those tacked in, and then we'll move on to the notch cover again. All right, here we go. This is what they look like. I know they're not the greatest, but you know, they'll need more work once the body work part of it happens, but at least they're somewhat there, and we can worry about it later whenever we body work the bed. Now let's move back over here to this step and get the other piece of metal cut out and get all this cleaned up right here and start working on it like we did yesterday on the backside. All right, got the piece of metal cut out and cleaned up. Got the bed floor cleaned up where I'm gonna be tacking it at, and fixing to, I went ahead and cut this at a 45 like I did the other side so that they dip back. Hopefully it'll go a lot easier than the other side went. And so yeah, I'm fixing to tack that in there now for you guys, and we'll see what we come up with, what it looks like at the end. Anyways, kind of tired. And it's Sunday, and I still got to edit everything to have you guys a video on Monday. So here goes nothing. All right, guys, I got this side tacked in. That's what it looks like. I'm pretty much running out of time for the day, but it looks like I wanted it to. I mean, it still needs more work, more welding and grinding down. Then it's gonna need to be seam sealed so I can get it rhino lined. Obviously the stake pockets will need body work, and all the whole bed's gonna need body work anyways. But yeah, I know it's not Datsun content. I know everybody likes the Datsun videos, but we're just kind of trying to get some parts together so we can actually make a good video for you guys. But yeah, I mean, it's shop progress. I told y'all we had other stuff coming. I think John's got his brakes. Almost all the parts came in for that, so that'll probably be coming up soon. Then we'll probably take time off for Christmas and getting back to it at the first of the year. But thank you guys for watching, and I'm fixing to go in here and put you guys a video together. Thank you guys. Appreciate all the support, and hope y'all continue to follow along with us.